Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and yesterday I had mentioned that I was doing the low carb diet, and I had a lot of people sent me messages about different ideas with that, and I appreciate it. But when you're on low carb, a lot of times you'll open up your refrigerator and there's just nothing there for if you haven't planned ahead. And today is one of those days where I'm not in the mood to go and just go to the grocery store right now, and so might just go through the McDonald's drive-through. Sometimes it's easy to go get some cheese, eggs, and some bacon or sausage or something like that when you're doing low carb. I do it quite often when I just don't feel like doing the grocery store thing, but I am due to make a little grocery store run. I got this first piece of information from Joseph L. Quilden at Loveman318 sent me this. And this is, well, the old computer. I think it's about time for me to break down, folks, and do something about this computer. It's like getting ridiculous. While I've got that topic up, I'm due to get a new computer, and I like getting laptops. If any of you can recommend a laptop that's a very good model for when you're doing a lot of videos and that type of things, that has heavy memory and that kind of thing. I don't know much about all that kind of stuff, but anybody out there, if you can recommend hopefully a reasonably priced laptop and where I could get it, or something on Amazon preferably, that's the easiest way. Send it to me, because I'm thinking about making a purchase here shortly. Okay, great. The Yardmen just showed up. All right. I joked the other day about how I was joking with Mr. B, and I think Alex Cobb had gotten a new microphone, and I was joking about how we were joking about how bad my microphone was and how Alex Cobb had just gotten a new microphone. And so because I know there's a blower going in the background, I had joked around about how I was thinking about adding a blender in the background and a blower since my mic was so bad. I was going to stop this video and redo it, but now I'm not, just because that was so funny. Part of the running joke is how bad my microphone and my technology is with my channel. And so today you get to enjoy some XRP and Ripple news with a blower going in the background, and maybe even a lawnmower. So I think you can hear it good enough, but that'll just be another thing you can make fun of me about today. So first, XRP Switzerland, at Swiss XRP. And I got this from Joseph Quilden. I think I'm saying that right. I missed this yesterday because I covered it yesterday. And this was a piece of news. I thought that there was an over-the-counter, like a broker or a crypto exchange that was opening that was going to sell Ripple. I read it wrong. But what it actually is these people have gone, I believe, and they found out that Ripple is opening an office in Switzerland. And that's even more exciting. And they said that it was hinted to in the Ripple drop, I believe. Uh-oh, we've got a lawnmower too now. I hope that that's not going to irritate too many of you too much. But I'm just going to go with it. But anyway, here's the tweet. It never fails. The Yardmen always show up right when I start a video, or right in the middle of it. And so for that reason, I'm just going to make it funny. Ripple, this is from XRP Switzerland, and he's retweeting a tweet he had done previously, I guess. Ripple has a new office in London. What will be the next country they open another office? Looking at the latest Ripple drop episode, I guess we get a hint. Wow, that stuff's getting even louder, y'all. I'm sorry. But just laugh about it. Okay, next. Now, this is the actual document that they were tweeting out. This, I guess, would be like how they register their companies over there. Ripple Switzerland LLC has been registered. Let's see if there's a date. Looks like they did it in May. So exciting times, folks. Next from XRP Trooper at Trooper XRP sent me this, and this is Leonidas at Leo HADJILOIZOU tweeted this out. Dilip Rao will be speaking at the Central Bank Payments Conference in Berlin on June 26th. Event added on XRP Arcade. And so and by the way, at his website, xrparcade.com, let's just go there. I'll show it to you. He posts all kinds of events and who will be attending. So let's look at his website here real quick, if it'll come up for me. Back to that slow computer issue. It's coming. Here we go. So this is on June 26th, and it's going to be in Berlin. So, but you'll see on XRP Arcade. Oh, whew, that's getting loud. You'll see on xrparcade.com. Here's the events over here to the right. But he's got all sorts of information, like the exchanges XRP's on, XRP ecosystem, Ripple ecosystem, infographics. He's got it all. xrparcade.com. Now, speaking of Berlin, found this interesting. This morning, David Schwartz, who is the CTO of Ripple, tweeted this out. The weather is perfect in Berlin today. Makes you wonder if maybe there's something in the works in Berlin for a Ripple office. Who knows? But I thought that was, I've never been to Berlin before. The only time I've ever been to Germany is when I can't remember where I was flying, but we did a stopover in Frankfurt. And and I never left the airport, so that's the extent of my Germany travels. But I will go, as I've mentioned before on this channel, one of the things I plan on doing with my kids is I want to do a World War II tour of Europe. And I want to start at Normandy and go all the way they did on one of my favorite shows, which is Band of Brothers on HBO. If you've never seen it, you got to watch it. Where Band of Brothers were paratroopers in I think it was called Easy Company, and they landed in Normandy and went all the way to Hitler's, what do they call it, the Eagle's Nest in where was that? Austria, Obersalzberg maybe. Don't quote me on all of that. But anyway, I want to make that trip one day, and I will make that trip. Next, from Coingate, this is interesting, folks. We've been processing XRP payments for merchants since February. As you can see in the infographic below, the number of people buying stuff with XRP is increasing every month. Do you think XRP is gradually becoming a cryptocurrency for payments? Now look at their infographic. They're showing charts of this. Now, that is really interesting for you and me when you really think about this in terms of how few people even know what XRP or Ripple is right now. You and I are sitting in what they call the pole position. We are in the perfect spot for what is coming, and it hasn't even begun yet, folks. Brian Melancholy XRP at Mike Honcho _11. And this is Visa Western Union team to speed global payments. I missed this. I think it was from yesterday, but what they're basically talking about, I'll just read this part to you. In a year that has been marked by mega mergers in the payment space, several themes dominate: scale, digital, real-time, and cross-border. To that end, Visa said today, June 5th, that it is entering into a strategic partnership with Western Union to expedite the movement of money globally and digitally across a range of use cases. Now, we already knew that Western Union had been testing out Ripple. We also know that Visa bought Earthport, which was using Ripple. So that's kind of what we're talking about here. There's all sorts of intersections and crisscross going on, and Ripple is right in the center of all of this, and that is interesting. Next, this came out, and this was also from Mike. Facebook will reportedly announce cryptocurrency this month, allowing employees to take it as salary. Okay, now BondCrypt summarized this really well. At BondCrypt, give them a follow. Facebook set to reveal own cryptocurrency in June. Global Coin is aimed to allow users to process TRXS via social media channel and will be offered to Facebook employees who want to be paid in the form of cryptocurrency. Now, folks, whatever you do not underestimate what the symbolism of this. You and I have been in these digital assets, some of us longer than others, but many of you have been here through the bear market, and you've been sitting here and asking yourself to the heavens, when's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? Many have gotten frustrated. I'm here to tell you this, and you can listen good over my lawnmower in the background. Listen really carefully, because this is important. If you want any better symbol in today's world of the adoption that is here and that you and I are way early for, it's this. Because here's what this means for you and I. Facebook has to sell this digital asset somewhere. They may sell Facebook coin or whatever they call it on their site, but it's also going to be in pairs across all of these crypto exchanges, including BAC that's opening, and Gemini and Binance, you name it. Facebook coin will be a pair. We've been making this point for a long time. You're going to have tokenized assets of all types. It could be a fine art token that symbolizes the ownership of Monet paintings. Who knows? And there will be trading pairs of those type of tokens, or a Facebook token with XRP. Those monies are going to all be sloshing around in all sorts of different types of asset trading pairs across exchanges. The liquidity is going to be unbelievable. And Facebook is nothing more than a bridge to Facebook coin is nothing more than opening up a bridge to all of that money that Facebook is going to control. It's going to be a bridge into the crypto space. That is all we're talking about. And what is the best bridge digital asset in the world? That's right, XRP. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family the significance of a Facebook coin. Thank you for listening.